Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa qualifying runs. And today we're going to be doing a qualifying run with the nation of Scotland. It has been requested a little bit in the comment section, mainly by like the same two people sort of thing. I figured, yeah, alright, I'll do Scotland. I kind of feel like it. I feel like a little bit of a challenge today. Scotland have been getting a little bit better in recent years. Of course, going from a nation that really rarely qualified. I know it says 8 qualifications there, but you know, back when I was younger, a lot of people would make jokes about Scotland at the World Cup. Obviously because I'm English, of course, so of course we're going to hear those jokes, but you know, the Scottish national team can't get out the group stage of a World Cup, can't qualify for the World Cup, blah blah blah. But in recent years they've actually done okay, and obviously most recently Euro 2024 getting dumped out in the last second, heartbreak for Scotland in that tournament. Could have done it, but Hungary did put in the final dagger to eliminate Scotland. But yeah, we're going to try them today and see how far we can get. Depends on the teams and stuff like that. So let's get straight into it. So the real 2010 qualifying group, Scotland were in this mini group. Well, I say mini, it's slightly smaller, with Iceland, Macedonia, Holland and Norway. That does look good, and I reckon I could get that. However, the rules are, if you are an avid watcher of the Toboloco channel, we randomize these World Cup runs to make it a bit more interesting. In 3, 2, 1, and boom. We are in a group, and that's not bad actually. I'll take that. We've moved up, so we are in a group with Montenegro, Ukraine, Sweden, Romania and Slovenia. Again, we have avoided another, I swear, most of my runs recently I've avoided some of the bigger nations. It doesn't mean that I automatically am going to qualify because we're Scotland, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's a very well-rounded group, extremely well-rounded, this one. I just wanted to point out San Marino's group here in Group I. They are in a group with Holland, Russia, Germany and Iceland. They are absolutely like done for in that group. So before we start our first match against Romania, let's have a look at the Scotland squad for 2010. And there's a lot of names that I will recognise because I've done a few qualifying runs on these World Cup games and Euro games of Scotland. I've done 2008, I've done 2014, so 2010 is the missing one, and there's a couple more I need to do. But overall, I think I've almost done all the qualifying campaigns I can do with Scotland, unless I want to rerun them in the future. And before we start, like I always say, it's on Legendary. You should know this by now, but I like showing it because a few people ask, and it is the best and most fun way to play the game. Here we go then, away from home for our first match of this World Cup qualifying with Scotland. It's against Romania. Like I said at the start, the group is extremely well-rounded. Like all the teams in there, I swear, are rated the same. The problem with that is there's no like contender that will stand out. And just tackled there, brilliant tackle, but we got the ball back. Miller, and it's caught. A lot of people have asked me as well that, hey Toboloco, once you've done a country, like once you've done the run, would you ever do it again in the future? And I have thought about it. I don't want to keep doing it for the rest of my life because that would be just crazy. I want to do every nation on every game at least once, you know, if I can. But some nations I've already done qualifying runs with have been like extremely bad qualifying runs and stuff like, oh that was close, stuff like that. So it's kind of like I'd like to rerun those nations that did extremely poorly, or something happened where I thought like, oh yeah, you know, maybe that was a bit unlucky, maybe we can do that again in the future. So it's not going to be every single nation, but it will be some exceptions. Romania pressing. Don't really know what to do. It's a great ball, and I didn't think they'd be able to get that ball off because I didn't think they'd be that accurate. And Marika has scored to make it 1-0 to Romania. I pulled the defender closer to him because I thought, I'll close him down a bit more, and he just passes it off. Rookie mistake, really, but I just didn't expect him to put the ball in like that so perfectly. So Scotland are going to have to regroup at half-time. It's 1-0 to Romania. They scored quite late on in the first half, but it's okay. It was always going to be tough in a group like this. Brown out on the wing. He crosses that in, and it goes to... Oh! I was about to say it deflected out, and I couldn't believe that. I think it was Hartley or Brown that got onto that and missed that chance to level. Good passing into the box. And that's saved again by the Romanian keeper. He's kept us out. And despite Scotland's best efforts, we're still 1-0 down. Header, and that's a poor header that time. It just hasn't been Scotland's day. I think we are probably going to lose. We've got 15 minutes left to play. And it's been so difficult for Scotland to get past Romania's defence. And then when we do, the goalkeeper is just being a brick wall anyway. So it's just, yeah, it might be an unfortunate loss. That was a terrible pass. And there we go. That's 2. That was awful by myself. Marika has scored. And that was just a given. A gift by Scotland. An absolute gift by myself to Romania. Here you go, Romania. Have some charity. And it is 2-0. Through ball. Miller. Can he finish it? He has. It's 2-1, but it might be too little, too late. Miller has got the consolation, I think. And, well, at least we got a goal and proved that we can score. But 3 minutes left to play. Romania are just going to keep the ball. Through ball. And it might have been just enough. Oh, McFadden, nobody got in the box. Like, that doesn't help at all. You're in attacking mode, Scotland. Why are you not getting in the box? But it's an issue we'll have to sort out in the next game. A 2-1 loss to Romania in the first game. And, well, not brilliant. Not brilliant. It was my fault, to be fair. My clearance from that led to the second goal wasn't good enough. It just wasn't. Like, I accidentally... Well, I wanted to boot it away. I should have pressed the X button, but instead I pressed A. It's a bad habit. I always have... I still have that habit to this day. Our next game is at home, and this time we are facing Montenegro, who are a 3-star team as well on this game. So it's going to be tough. Like, you might underestimate Montenegro, but this Montenegro side, around about, I'd say 2010, 2011, maybe 2012-ish, were like actually okay. Over the top, Miller. Can he do anything here? And come on. Yes, there we go. We followed it through. And we have scored with Kenny Miller for the goal. 1-0 to Scotland in the 16th minute. Basically counter-attacked Montenegro and got our goal. It was a bit dodgy how we got it because we took too long to shoot, but thankfully the ball popped out and we were able to chase it and tap it in. So far so good from Scotland. We just can't seem to tackle Montenegro properly. It just feels like we're relying on mistakes to get the ball back rather than actually tackling them. And that's okay so far. I can understand it since we lost against Romania. It's just not going to cut it against some of the other teams like Ukraine and Sweden. Scotland here. Oh, just wide. And that should be half-time with the score at 1-0 to Scotland. Pretty average performance so far. Nothing special coming from Scotland just yet. I think they're going to be a slow burner in this qualifying series, you know. A couple of games in and then we'll finally get to see Scotland's true potential. Again, it's still that kind of game where Montenegro had the ball for such a long time and they're keeping it away from us, and Scotland feel powerless to get the ball back off of them. Taken away by Maloney into the box, and there we go. We finally found the back of the net again, and it's Fletcher, Darren Fletcher, the goal to make it 2-0 against Montenegro. Brown on the ball into the middle to McFadden. He gets tripped. There's no card or anything, and that was a good play. And oh my goodness, and headed again. Oh, great save by the Montenegro keeper. It's going to be a corner. The play that led to that long shot was just sensational. And that would have been a hell of a goal because, well, the way the ball was travelling. That's a good through ball, and here comes Miller. This definitely will be the final chance of the game. If Miller can put it in. No, he can't. Of course he couldn't. Alright, well, I'll take the 2-0. I'll take it. Good result after a loss. So we should be growing a little bit now. I'm starting to get used to Scotland's style, I guess. So our next match is away from home against Slovenia. Ross McCormack is on the pitch. I have kept Miller on the pitch as well, but I have dropped McFadden just for this game, just to see what it's like. I know McFadden's a star player, but star players don't always necessarily mean that they're going to be good for the team. I know that sounds ridiculous to say, but yeah, look at the group. It's insanely close. Of course, Sweden have got a game in hand, but yeah, if Montenegro win that game, then we'll all have 3 points as it stands, but after today, I guess not. Miller. He's got in behind somehow, and that's saved. We need to work on our one-on-ones. They're just not really effective. Sometimes I'm good at them, and sometimes I'm absolutely awful. Good play. And there we go, we scored. And that is a 1-0. Kenny Miller has done it in the 5th minute of the game, thanks to just brilliant play. And has Scotland finally woken up? And can they seize this opportunity against Slovenia? McCormack. And that's a through ball. Here comes Miller again. He's through. Can he do it? Saved. But it's okay. We got the rebound. And within 10 minutes, Scotland have absolutely blown up in this game. It's 2-0. And the troubles we had against Romania and Montenegro to some extent are now fading very quickly. Cormac. Miller. And it's just tackled before I could shoot. Could have got a hat-trick within like the first 17 minutes of the game. Fletcher. Running on forward. To Miller. Gets past that defender and it's saved by Handanovic. And it's going to be a corner. He's not going to let him have that hat-trick, is he? Absolutely not. Not easily anyway. Header and it's caught again. Great ball. Miller. He's in behind and it's saved. Can we shoot? Off the post. How unlucky have we gotten recently after the second goal has gone in? Like, I just want a goal explosion here to get Scotland on the right track before we play Ukraine and Sweden. Because I'd say that they were going to be our hardest matches in this group. I know I said that the group was really well rounded, but if I were to pick 2 teams that were going to make it hard, Ukraine and Sweden, definitely. Crossed in by Slovenia, headed away, and not quite given away there, and that's in. And Slovenia have capitalised, and it's Robert Corrin with the goal, and well, the ball was bouncing around so much that we just couldn't get rid of it. There's a bit of a danger now that Slovenia could get back into the game, and all those missed chances in the first half could come back to bite us. I reckon that's going to happen. Slovenia look very wired now. It's like they really want to come back, and I don't blame them. Scotland seem a bit, I don't know, they seem a bit sluggish, and that was an audacious attempt. We are just under so much pressure, it's crazy. And Slovenia, oh, it's taken a deflection and gone in, and that's 2-2. And I knew our chances would come back to bite us. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. I took a small deflection, if you have a look. This defender came across and it took the tiniest of deflections. See? Off his knee. And it went into the back of the net. Come on, Miller. Can you do it? Off the post! Oh my goodness. And, well, I just cannot believe this. Scotland have a free kick here. Edge of the box. It's going to be laid off. Maloney. Oh, what a save by Handanovic. He's kept Slovenia in this game. Absolute hero. I swear he's such a good goalkeeper, even on this game. And, well, there's a massive gap here. Come on. Oh, my goodness. I think we might throw it away. It's going to be 3-2 if we don't step it up. Come on. Saved by our goalkeeper. And there's still another chance. No! Oh, my goodness. We almost threw that game away. I mean, we did. There's no denying that. We threw it away. And Scotland and Slovenia have drawn 2-2. A great game, but still, how frustrating is that to come here, be 2-0 up within like 14 minutes, and then just throw the game away because we cannot finish in front of goal. So our fourth match of qualifying is at home against Sweden. A very tough test. Scotland, if we're going to be in front of goal, we need to score these chances. We really do, especially against a side like Sweden. That is your standing so far. Sweden have a game in hand, so if they win this, they'll start to pull away. If we win it, then maybe we can go top of the table. Here we go, Ibrahimovic saved. Sweden are just moving the ball around quite nicely in the first 10 minutes. You could just tell that Scotland just don't want any of this tackling business. They really don't. Here comes Holman on the ball for Sweden. Out on the wing. Crossed in. And Ibrahimovic has it. It's crossed in again and caught. Why did Scotland's defenders not want any of that? I'm finding it hard to get control of this game. Sweden have too much control on the ball here. It's crossed in. And that was a hell of a ball. And oh my goodness, why did it head it straight to Ibrahimovic, who heads it in for 1-0? And I thought I had that as well. It was headed out and I was like, yeah, header it, and he doesn't header it. Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. It's 1-0 and Scotland, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. You need to step it up. Going to be a free kick on the edge of the box to Scotland. Can he do anything here? Oh, yes, we scored. I thought it was safe, but no. And Maloney has got the equaliser instantaneously from that free kick. And it is 1-1. Straight back into it. That's what I like. Crossed in. Ibrahimovic, and it's saved. I mean, this defence does not want anything to do with defending today. It doesn't seem like it anyway. And at half-time, it's still 1-1. Good. It is good, but yeah, I'm really, really afraid that we're going to concede again and then not get back into the game. Crossed in, back post, and like, what is that defending? I know he missed the shot, but still, where's the defender on the back post to challenge it? Gone through ball. Fletcher. Could he get the goal? He has! It's 2-1 and Scotland just got a random break and they've scored in the 63rd minute. It's Darren Fletcher. And that's great. I'll take that. Got straight past Mastorovic, who's like really, really OP on this game. And yeah, just tapped it in. We'll just get the scrappy 2-1. It honestly feels like we don't deserve this. Sweden had a couple of chances to equalise, of course, but they didn't take it. And that goes over the bar, but we wasted enough time. And Scotland somehow, with really bad football, still won the game 2-1. Like, against Slovenia, we played exceptional football in the first half against them. We deserved like 7 goals or something like that, and then we bottled it. But here we were playing so badly and Sweden were pressing us a lot, and yet Sweden still lost. So our 5th match again is against Sweden, so we don't get to play Ukraine into the next video. This is a really good chance to do the double over Sweden, but we are away from home, and of course Sweden are going to be way better than what they were against us in the last game. Like, they played well and they still lost, like I said, but Scotland were awful in the last game and still won. That group is insanely close. I cannot believe it. It's like, apart from Montenegro, everyone else is just like sandwiched next to each other. Getting that 10-point mark is very important at the halfway stage of a qualifying campaign. But I mean, Sweden are going to make it tough. I mean, they already missed a shot there. What are you doing? Like, what is that by Scotland? I don't understand. I didn't even tell him to do that. Crossed in and headed, and what is going on? Oh my goodness, Scotland's defence, man. Scotland's defence is just, it's all over the place. Pushing into the box. Miller, and it's saved by the Swedish keeper. Cleared away. Can we get the header? Yes, we can. Into the middle. McFadden. Oh, I got tripped. Yes, it's a penalty. Come on. Come on, you've got to give a red card. You have to. That was like last man, surely. Come on. Give me that red card as well. Melberg is off. Shame it wasn't Mastorovic, but I'll take it. Newcomers to the channel, I said Mastorovic because Mastorovic is so overpowered on this game. It's actually crazy. McFadden to take the pen. And it's in. Scotland have scored to make it 1-0 thanks to the penalty. James McFadden has scored and we have an early lead. That was a great ball by Ibra and he just scores immediately. And we've fallen apart already. And it's Elmander with a goal. Ibra's pass was so good. He did like some step overs. Look, he does some step overs into the middle. And there we go. That's where we failed. Oh, taken away by Miller. Mastorovic made the mistake and Miller's going for on goal. This has to be right. Yes. Yes, come on, it's 2-1. And Miller equalises. And just before half-time, it's 2-1. Mastorovic's mistake led to Miller's goal. I think because of the wet pitch, I think Mastorovic couldn't control it properly there. And we just ran on through and tapped it in. So at half-time, Scotland are leading Sweden by 2-1. This time, it's away from home. And of course, we've got the lead early thanks to the penalty and the red card and everything like that. So we just need to hold on. So through ball, McFadden, he's going on through. Can he get a third for Scotland? No, he can't. Are we going to see Scotland bottle a lead because we can't put our chances away? Again, like this is probably one of the most irritating fixtures I've ever had in a while. Sweden versus Scotland. It's been so annoying. Here comes McFadden. Can he lay it off? Gotta be a goal. Yes, finally we got the third and that should wrap up the game. A very irritating fixture, not only because Scotland were a little bit shaky at the back, but up top we missed tons of chances. And finally we got the third and that should seal the game for Scotland. Don't get me wrong, Scotland have done well to battle. Like they haven't given up. Most teams that I've used in the past would have just absolutely given up in this kind of situation. Here comes Elm on the ball. He crosses that in. Header by Sweden just goes wide. They haven't done enough to say that they're going to get back in this game. I mean, with 10 men, it's quite difficult to do that. So Scotland will be winning away from home against Sweden in a very impressive 3-1 victory. And, well, you've got to love that. Even though the game was frustrating at the start, getting that third goal really does help. And that's another statement victory from Scotland. We played badly against Sweden in the first game against them, still won. We played okay in this game, better than the last game actually, and won 3-1. But then again, Sweden had a man sent off. So yeah, it's looking good for Scotland. We're starting to get a little bit better. It all depends on the next part if we can beat most of these teams again, especially Ukraine. So at the halfway point in this qualification for Scotland, we are top of the group with 10 points. However, we have played a game more than Slovenia and Romania and Ukraine as well. Sweden have already played 5 games and they sit 3 points behind us. So yeah, like I said, the group is extremely close. There's only 4 points in it from us down to Ukraine. It's going to be very tight going into the second video. Before we end this video though, let's just check out the other groups in Europe, starting from Group A, and we have Belarus top of that one with Northern Ireland and Belgium trying to chase them, only 1 point behind them. Serbia and Norway still have a lot of games in hand on Belarus, but yeah, Serbia not doing too brilliantly, only 1 point so far. So yeah, again, another group which is very hard to call, and yet Belarus are top. Don't really understand how, but yeah, fair enough. In Group B, we have Israel top of that one with 10 points, Latvia and Bulgaria chasing them down. Lithuania 5 points behind Israel. Slovakia not doing brilliantly at the moment, and Kazakhstan at the bottom of that group. In Group D, we have France top of that one, unbeaten so far, 3 points ahead of Finland, but Finland have a game in hand. Czech Republic have only got 4 points, not doing brilliantly, but then again, England have only got 1 win and 2 losses, and yeah, only have 3 points. Bosnia only have the 1, and Greece are having a very bad campaign with 0 points so far. although they do have a game to spare. But then again, France have taken a big lead on most of these teams in the group. In Group E, we have Switzerland top of that one, unbeaten, with Poland and Turkey chasing them down. Albania and Azerbaijan a little bit too far behind at the moment, and Estonia are the minnow of the group, it looks like, with 0 points. In Group F, we have Denmark top of that one, with Malta in second place somehow. Although Spain have a game in hand with 6 points, they are on the same points as Liechtenstein, who also have 6 points. Moldova have 1 point, and Andorra have 0. It'll be interesting to see if Malta can sort of stay in that position. In Group G, it's Croatia top of that one, with Hungary chasing them down with 2 games in hand on Croatia. Austria have a game in hand as well and sit only 3 points behind. Even Georgia have a game in hand and sit only 4 points behind. And Republic of Ireland as well have 2 games in hand. They could easily get back up to 8 points. Again, a very, very close situation between those teams in that group. In Group H, it's Portugal, top of that one, with 10 points. Italy not too far behind them, although Portugal have a game in hand. We have Wales in 3rd place, but they have 2 games in hand on Italy, as do Cyprus as well. Macedonia and Luxembourg at the bottom of the table, and I don't think they're going to do much in this campaign, as they only have 1 point each. And in the final group, the group of death for San Marino, is Germany and Holland sharing the top spot at the moment, only separated by goal difference. Russia are in 3rd place with 4 points, as are Iceland in 4th, but of course Russia have a better goal difference, and Russia also have a game in hand. San Marino literally have no hope in that group. I'd be very surprised if they even scored a goal in that group. It's not looking good for them already. And that's been your first part of your Scotland 2010 FIFA World Cup qualifying run. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.